Hey, welcome back. Today in this video, we're going to learn a trick with the help of which we can determine the roots of a given quadratic equation. So let's start. So first of all, let us take an easy example, which is 2 times x squared plus 9 times x plus 10 is equal to 0. Let us try to understand this very method. So let us first of all write down the standard form of quadratic equation, which is a times x squared plus b times x plus c is equal to 0. Using this, we'll be having the value of a, the value of b, and the value of c. So which will be a is equal to 2, b is equal to 9, and c is equal to 10. So the first step will be somewhat like this. We'll multiply this a with c. We'll be having a times c is equal to 2 times 10. So we'll be having 20. Now let us take this b. B, which is equal to 9, can be obtained by adding these two numbers, because the product of these two numbers is 20, which is equal to the product of a and c, that's 20. So now let's move towards the last step, which is somewhat like this. X is equal to, so first of all, we'll put this 5 here, and we'll change this sign from positive to negative, and divide this the quotient of x squared, which is 2. Similarly, we'll take this 4 and change its sign from positive to negative, and divide this again by the quotient of x squared, which is 2. So thus we'll be having the values of x as negative 5 over 2 and negative 2. So this is very easy. Can take some more examples. So let's take a few more examples. So here we are having 3 times x squared minus a times x plus 4 is equal to 0. So again we are having the value of a is equal to 3, value of b is equal to negative 8, and the value of c is equal to 4. So first of all, we'll multiply this a with c. We'll be having 3 times 4 is equal to 12. Now taking b can be obtained by adding negative 6 to negative 2. Taking these two numbers, because we know the product of these two numbers is equal to 12, which is same as the product of a and c, 12. So now let's move towards the last step, which is x is equal to, first of all, we'll use this 6 here, and we'll change this negative sign to positive and divide this by the quotient of x squared, which is 3, and we'll get the first value of x as 2. And now taking this negative 2, we'll change this negative sign to positive and dividing again by the quotient of x squared, which is 3. So we'll be having the second value as 2 over 3. Now let's take one more example. 3 times x squared plus 5 times x minus 2 is equal to 0. So again we are having a is equal to 3, b is equal to 5, and c is equal to negative 2. So let's multiply a with c. We'll be having 3 times negative 2. This will provide us with negative 6. Now moving a bit further, we'll be having b is equal to, which is 5, can be obtained by adding negative 1 to positive 6. We're taking these two numbers because the product of these two numbers is negative 6, which is same as the product of a and c. Now moving to last step, we'll be having x is equal to, we'll put this one here and change negative sign to positive and divide by quotient of x squared, which is 3. So thus we'll be having first value of x as 1 over 3. Similarly, we'll take this 6 and change its sign from positive to negative and dividing by the quotient of x squared, which is 3, we'll be having the second value of x as negative 2. Now moving towards next example, which is 2 times x squared minus 4 times x plus 2 is equal to 0. So here again we're having the quotients and the constant term as a is equal to 2, b is equal to negative 4, and c is equal to 2. Now first of all, we'll multiply a with c. A times c, which means 2 times 2, which is equal to 4. Now we'll take b, which is equal to negative 4, and this negative 4 can be obtained by adding negative 2 to negative 2. We're taking these two numbers because the product of these two numbers 4, which is same as the product of a and c, which is 4. Towards the last step, which is x is equal to, first of all, we'll use this 2 and change sign from negative to positive and divide by the quotient of x squared, which is 2. Cancelling, we'll get 1, which is our first value of x. Similarly, we'll take this 2 and change sign from negative to positive and divide by the quotient of x squared, which is 2. Dividing, we'll get the second value of x as 1. So both the values are equal to 1. Now moving towards the last example, it's 2 times x squared minus 9 times x minus 5 is equal to 0. Again, we are having the quotients and constant term. Now multiplying a with c, we'll be having a times c is equal to 2 times negative 5, we'll be having negative 10. Now let's take this b, can be obtained by adding 1 to negative 10. We're taking these two numbers because the product of these two numbers is negative 10, which is same as the product of a times c. Last and final step, it's x is equal to, we'll use this one and change the sign from positive to negative and divide by the quotient of x squared, which is 2. And we'll be having the first value of x as negative 1 over 2. Similarly, for second value of x, we'll use this negative 10 and change its sign from negative to positive and divide by the coefficient of x squared, which is 2. So cancelling, we'll be having the second value of x as 5. I hope this makes sense. Do subscribe to the channel and thanks for watching.